So this lights up. It's a LED thingy majig. And this usually would sit wherever I have my printer or laptop so I can get some additional lighting. And I figured, oh, this is cute. If I get the crib where it has like the little table on the side, I can put this on there, baby wipes, all types of shit. And I don't have to turn on the light. But for some reason, something said, check this out. And the bottom, it's supposed to have an on and off button. There's like a box that goes under here with batteries. And for some reason, that shit is missing. And so the other day, I made a video about my cherry blossom trash bags. I ended up finding them. It was in a different bin. So wherever I thought I had it, I didn't see it there. And eventually I found it. When was it? Saturday or some shit. And so this is missing. And this usually used to light up pink. So I thought that was weird. Saturday, me and Bae went out to my little cousin's birthday party. When we got there, it was supposed to start at 6, but nothing was really happening. And so you don't want to put pressure when it's a kid's birthday party, but you are kind of wondering what the fuck is going on. They said it was going to start at 6 and it didn't start at 6. Now, I thought that was funny because with all my videos, it's so clear that these motherfuckers are stalking me that they kind of like throw hints and subs just within their own actions. So it's like, don't tell me, oh, hey, Myra, I saw your video, this, that, and the third, and whatever you thought of it. You just act weird. I think I have mascara, like that residue under here from yesterday. But anyway, and so it was so weird. So it's like, because I wanted to show up, they're not gonna act in party mode. But had I not been there, my phone would have been blowing up. My mother would have been sending me pictures and videos and all types of annoying shit for me to wish I was there. Now that's what's annoying about my family. So now because I want to show up, they're wondering what the fuck. So then they're not gonna act in party mode. They're gonna act boring as fuck. They're gonna act like Christians, even in their style of what the fuck they got on. Now, I looked cute. The last time I was there, it was clear that the theme was gonna be Barbie. So I didn't want to override the little girls' outfits. I already saw that Barbie all pink outfits. Their mother claimed that they were gonna wear, but come to find out, they ended up wearing some floral, some weird church outfits and shit like that. So it's like, you fucking hyped it for what? Of course I was excited. I've been wearing the Majesty perfume type shit. And of course I was hyped. I'm like, why wouldn't I want to pull up and see the Barbie vibes, right? And bring Bae with me and use this as an opportunity to come out and be around the fucking family. Now, if you've seen some of my previous videos, I already mentioned I'm not fucking with them. But then I needed to throw them off a little bit because why not? One of the little girls was born in April, so we kind of share the month. And so the mother wanted to do both birthday parties at once in May. Because I think one of my other cousins' birthdays is in May or whatever. They're little girls, so it's just like it was gonna hype me to see what their vibe for Barbie is. Now I found this little Minecraft dress. I'll see if I can edit this video and put it on there. I found this little Minecraft dress in fucking Foreman Mills. And I said, why not? I put it on. I looked cute. And my hair was in a bun. I didn't do too much makeup. I looked cute. But I made sure my nails was pink. I didn't even put on tips just because, I wanted the little girls, whatever they got going on, to be the center of attention. I didn't want to take it away from them. I know that much. So it was annoying when I saw them. They didn't have, first of all, the party was dead. And then they showed up like an hour and a half with their little floral outfits. And I'm just like, what the fuck? But they had like the Barbie box with the balloons on the side and all of that, little radio. Uh, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know if it was a shoe or unicorn or whatever the fuck. But it was very, very cute, like the photo booth thing. And I'm like, oh, I want to take a picture with Bay. But Bay was with the guys. And so I'm in there stuck. He had me stuck in there with my aunts and my cousins. And I'm just like, okay, we're not going to stay here too long. We're going to do 2 hours. So if it starts from 6, we're going to leave at like 9. As soon as my alarm goes off, we're leaving. Damn, I should have wiped. Don't judge me. But this helps. We're going to leave at like 9. They was cool with it. And then, they started serving. I'm sorry, my computer kind of went blank. They started serving. I don't know who the fuck keeps interrupting my service. I don't know if it's HP. I don't know if it's Samsung. I don't know if it's Metro PCS. But either way, I don't know if it's these weird ass campuses, but it's annoying. Don't judge me. They're Lysol wipes, but I've done it before and I'm fine. Where was I? So they started serving dinner or whatever they were going to serve for the party. It was like a little taco type of vibe, I guess. You could like tortilla, the little meat, kind of like a barbecue vibe, but indoors, which was good. But I really didn't plan on eating there. Me and Babe ate before we left. I honestly was going there for like a piece of cake, maybe a party bag or something. Not petty, not childish. But we get there to serve, and I'm eating next to my mother. My mother pulled up. She didn't stay here. She stayed over there. And next thing I know, my ex's wife pulls up, and I hear her, and it's like, oh, I don't want to eat no more. Like, what's going on? But I finished my food, and I'm just like making sure I'm clocking the time, making sure everybody's checking on me and whatnot. And so right after I ate, like even before, I mentioned to my mom I want to take a picture with Babe. And so Babe wasn't in the room at the time, so obviously I couldn't take the picture with him. But it's just like the box is staring at me and I'm right there. And I should have got in because I looked cute. But I said, no, I want to take it with Babe. And Babe's like, well, even if it wasn't big enough for the both of us. And I'm just like, whatever. But my ex's wife pulls up right during the time where I was about to decide if I should get in the box or not. So I was already disturbed. And then like I'm sitting in the living room and she's like right behind me. And I'm annoyed by that. So I'm just like, nah, I cannot pretend that her being right behind me, like breathing and talking shit right behind my neck doesn't bother me. So I got up. I had like a soft soda drink can with me, and I finished it, so I wanted to dump that out and take the time to go in and wash my hands because I was like messing with the tortilla, the meat, the salad, and whatever. Kind of like a mini burrito vibe, and so my aunts is in the kitchen. It's like an open space. So it's like the living room, the open kitchen. And so as I'm walking, like as I'm getting up, she's right. I didn't say nothing to her. I don't have nothing to say to her. I don't want to show that, she annoys me more than what she really annoys me. And it's like, I don't want to give her too much attention, but I wanted to make sure everybody knows I don't really fuck with this person. I don't know who this person is, no judgment or nothing. It's just, I don't fuck with her. My little cousins do, but I don't. And so at this point, I'm getting up. I pass by her. It really does irritate me that she starts to do a lot of this with my mother. But my mother's the type that she don't really care if I have a problem with somebody, if I don't like somebody. If she doesn't have an issue with the person, she's gonna continue being her. Um, it's been different for me growing up because if my mother has an issue with a grown ass lady, I will not talk to that grown ass lady. So I just feel like there's a little weird connection there as far as how I look at loyalty and how she looks at loyalty. But whatever. And I've learned that over the years, you can't really control who your friends or who fucks with you, who they fuck with, or whatever. So I just got up very annoyed and I wanted to go to the bathroom, wash my hands, dump out the can of soda, and managed to stay in that area of the house. And everyone's staring at me and everyone's all in my face and asking me what's wrong. And I'm just like, nothing, I just wanted to get up because she was really irritating me. And I get to the bathroom, but I could tell that just that answer hyped it. And I'm not trying to hype nothing. They just very instigative. I met one of my mother's sisters for the first time, and so she's like in shock that she couldn't believe that was my answer. And it's like, it's not that serious. And so then I managed to stay right there in that area. My mother disappeared, and then I just ended up leaving because I'm not trying to give y'all too much. But it was so obvious that it's like, oh, let's make sure she eats. And I'm like, by now it's like 8-ish, 8:40, 8:30. What time is this kid's party gonna end? Because it started at 6. And it was very, very sunny early in the day, but it was like cloudy in most of the day. And it's like, why wasn't it a fucking barbecue? My mother, and then it annoyed me because my mother got here early. She got here like by 2 p.m. So I'm thinking, well, did they lie to me? Was it a little party going on, like where they could have been a barbecue or whatever the fuck? And they just told us 6 o'clock by the time it finished. So it probably finished. It looked dead when we got there, and it's like maybe the girls felt forced to like redress or come back down or whatever and pretend that, this is when it starts. But whatever, it was awkward. There was a whole bunch of kids around, and I got to meet some of my little teenage cousins, boys, and it was like, oh my God, how annoying. But it's like you could tell it was just like it's just like, okay, whatever. And it was like there was no sign of cutting the cake or wanting to cut the cake on time or nothing like that. So I said, fuck it. I already bought me a piece of cake before I even went there. So I'm like, if they act funny, I already have me a piece of cake. And that's exactly what happened. And we left. We got home. I finished my cake. And me and Babe was like talking about how awkward and whatever. And I don't know if he really understood. I don't know if he played a part in making it awkward, or I don't know. He also had aunts there. And even going there, he was kind of mentioning how he doesn't fuck with one or whatever. And I'm just like, whatever. And I honestly didn't even think we were gonna go, but thank God we did. Because we don't want to make it look like we're hiding or whatever. And it's just so annoying. It could have went there was no music. I can't stand when religious folks want to play the religion card. All of a sudden, we're Christian. We don't listen to music. No, what the fuck is this? And like, it was so annoying, so annoying. And I'm just like telling Bay, how dare they? Like, you pull out a whole theme. They have soundtracks that go with the theme for birthday parties, for kids and stuff like that. Like, damn. And it was just so annoying. We didn't end up taking a pic in the box, and it was like by the time I left, my little cousins was making sure that my ex's wife got in the box. So I'm like, did they make it weird so that I don't get in the box? Because I could feel that energy. Like, they didn't want me to get in the box when I wanted to get in the box. And so I said, well, if I get in the box with Bay, it shouldn't be a problem. And it's like, like when little girls or women, they be trying to make you feel like you're jealous or like something's missing, but you can't sense what the fuck it is. And then you're thinking, oh my God, I'm overthinking. And it's like mad annoying for what? And so when I heard that, when they were trying to get her in the box, I'm just like, you know what? I'm leaving. I didn't let nobody know nothing. I just went out the door, and Bae was already out there. So I told Bae, let's leave. I sent my mother an audio because she was upstairs. I don't know what the fuck she was going through. I'm like, why would you just disappear like that? You know, I don't fuck with these people like that. Don't do that. So I just left, and I told her, I'll see you maybe tomorrow or whatever. And she didn't respond to like the following day. And by then, motherfuckers was saying it's Mother's Day when I thought Saturday was Mother's Day, but apparently it was Sunday or whatever. So either way, it was Mother's Day weekend. And I told myself I was not going to be upset. My kids text me on Sunday talking about Happy Mother's Day. If you've watched my previous videos, I already mentioned that's not how I want shit to go. I want my video call. I want my phone call. I don't want no stinking ass text. That shit probably already auto corrected because that's all you do. And I don't want you coming on my line with the bullshit. Call your mother. Video chat your mother for like 5 minutes or even less. Make it real. But I said thank you, and that was about it. I had scheduled a message for them, and hopefully it got through or whatever, but that was whack. And so me and Bae ended up going to the mall. We ended up eating some seafood, walking around the mall, finding little things here and there. And it was kind of decent. It was nice. It was like drizzling slash rain, light raining yesterday, and all of that. So everything was good this weekend as far as me finding my little trash bags, and because I couldn't believe if that shit was missing. I couldn't figure it out in my head why. And Bay is so sick of me saying stuff is missing. I can't find this. And he just be like, go back and look for it, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, okay. But I was really thrown off when I found my black dress and my turtleneck, which was like the previous video that I've recorded. I'm looking at Bay sideways like, bruh, those socks shouldn't have been there. We argued about those socks. You had mixed them in your clothes and you did laundry just a few weeks ago. And I asked you about these fucking socks and you didn't even know what the fuck I was talking about. Why? Because you didn't fold my fucking socks with your clothes. So I'm just like, what the fuck are those socks doing in that bag? Because initially when I moved from the basement upstairs, I thought that I put those two items in the bag because I was wearing it so much. I like wearing black, and I'm just like, you know what? Let me preserve these. Let me make sure that these are safe. If I wash them too much, they're looking a little weird, dingy, whatever the fuck. So let me make sure I put these away. That's how I initially thought. But when I didn't find it in that bag, when I didn't find it nowhere in my closet, when I didn't even find it in my luggage, I'm like, where the fuck is it? So that's what started that whole thing. And he probably testing me out, trying to see if I'm lying. Why the fuck would I be lying? This is why I like my shit to stay as is, so we don't have to go through this. I don't want to hear, oh, I can purchase this for you. No, 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 no. Cool. You could do that. But I still want my items. Whatever I moved from the Bronx to here, I am aware of. So if I don't see it, I'm gonna panic and I'm gonna feel away because I know that it was here. So I started taking pictures of all my items. I started making a list of all my items. Like I was literally bugging. And I thought that if it wasn't here, then I left it in my room the last time we was in New York. But apparently it was here. So I feel like he was hiding these two items. Now it's funny because the panty popped up first. Then I found the two items. I'm just like, what the fuck? But this doesn't make sense because this also was here the whole time and it had the box under it with the on and off. It operates by battery. It was cute. I found it in the Bronx for like $5 or some shit. They had the heart and they had the star. I think they had a unicorn one. So it's cute. But where the fuck is my box? Where the fuck are the batteries for this? I think they're AA or AAA. So today I'm looking for extra batteries. And I said, oh, I think this has batteries. And where's the box for the batteries? So to him, it might be comedy, right? Because it's probably like, well, we'll see when she comes looking for this. But then if he comes back and tells me he has nothing to do with this, oh no, I know you lying. And I know you've been lying. Because this, I checked to make sure it turned on as soon as I moved up here. And it did. And then I turned it off and I put it away in the closet. And now there's no box with the batteries and there's no on and off button. So I'm tweaking. I'm looking at this like, what the fuck? This is not complete. This doesn't make sense. So I don't understand what that means. Like, why did you go in the closet? There's nothing of yours in there. Why would you go in my closet now? Because this is your room. This right here, this is your room. Why would you go in my closet and mess with this? Why? So 1 minute I can't find something. 1 minute they got me finding it. The next minute there's something wrong. And I'm so sick and tired of this. That's why I dedicate this video to my doctor. We gonna meet and we gonna have a lot of chit chats because I don't know why my family members keep tweaking. While I was at the party, one of my oldest cousins, he left. He disappeared mad randomly. I don't know. I hate to put people in there like, this nigga took my shit, but it's just ironic because I wouldn't be surprised if he gives the key to certain folks just to come in and start playing with my things. I mean, I don't have no other logic reason for it unless you really be tweaking when you look at my shit and just be like, you know what? Let's not make this work. And then like, I don't get it. Or they need timestamps themselves. And that shit is annoying. And so if you watch any of my previous videos about missing items and stuff like that, you put them together, it'll make sense. And again, he claims he don't touch my shit. He claims there's no reason to touch my shit, all this extra shit. But then in your house, this stuff's be happening. These things are occurring. Yesterday when we was at the mall, all of a sudden he's telling me something. I'm like, I don't hear you, babe. What are you saying? And he's like, my aunt and my cousins in front of us. And I'm looking like, oh shit, yeah, you're right. Because we seen the aunt the previous day at the party. But I'm like, oh, who's that? Oh, that's my cousin. I'm like, okay. She a little thick, but whatever. And so I'm just like, well, damn. I feel awkward because like we didn't expect them to be there, but it's like, okay, whatever. And if they would have seen us, like, what's the problem? So I don't know if that was really the cousin or if that was the ex or whatever, but it's just like, okay, whatever. I mean, it is what it is. We're gonna bump into people, right? Because we're in the same city. But then don't be like, no, like don't act like it would have been a problem had they seen us. And then once the baby's here, you want me to introduce the baby to them. If you can't even walk up and say hi or let yourself be seen, like if you get that paranoid, then they definitely don't need to be around my kid. But whatever. Again, it's Monday. We had a great weekend. I don't know how long ago this has been like this, but today, this is when I realized this is like this. So I'm already annoyed because it's like, well, what does he not want me to do? Bring it up? Because he's going to tell me the same thing, the same scripted thing, and then we're going to argue. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. And again, if it's not him, it must have been my mother, because to my knowledge, no one else has been in the house. Unless motherfuckers pull up behind our backs, and you would have to know who that is because you would know who you give a key to. I already asked him to change the locks. I already asked him to put a camera outdoors. And we're back to, you know what? Every time you get me annoyed and mad or something's wrong with something that's of mine, sex is done. And I made a video recently, me requesting him to go get tested, and whatnot. And we even spoke about this yesterday because we was watching that NWA movie. I don't know if he's watched it before, but I know I've watched it before. And so I was telling him about the artist on the movie, in the movie, um, about his status, and how it was so sad that, you know, he didn't think busting all them cheeks was gonna give him that. But it's like, yo, have some fucking respect. You got a bitch already. You know, you love your bitch. Make sure that if you are busting cheeks out there behind her back, that you put a fucking condom on, that you don't use your mouth, you know, because like common sense. And so we was talking about that, and I'm sorry about my language, but yeah, that's how honest and blunt I am. So I keep throwing in that reminder, you know, you claim you be at work. I don't know what the fuck you be doing. And if you do slip up, make sure you prep yourself. Make sure you put a condom on so that you don't come back home looking stupid and giving extras to your bitch. Like, and then I was also saying, you know, it would be weird if it was the bitch that gave it to him this whole time. The whole time he wasn't home, the whole time he was partying. The bitch probably got lonely, needed company, and whatnot. And it would be crazy if she gave it to him. But you could see throughout the movie when he started getting sick, he didn't know how to break it down. He didn't know how to explain himself. He had no other choice but to go to the fucking hospital. And then you with your bitch, and the doctor pull up and give you your status in front of your bitch. Why? When I know there's guys that cheat and protect themselves. So why would you want to do it all sloppy? Why would you want to risk yourself? It don't make no damn sense. So I was putting him on to that, and I'm just like, you know, don't be him. Just don't be him. And a lot of the times, grown people be shocked at what I have to say, or how I say things, or what's on my mind. Why would I not say that to him? Why wouldn't I? And then I was annoyed yesterday coming back in because he has this little specific cab driver that be picking us up. He claims she's Uber, but last week when we went to the supermarket and we needed a cab driver, she was nowhere to be found. And then when they did speak, she claimed she was going to send her nigga. And then when her nigga pull up, he wasn't sure if that was her nigga or not. And then he's the guy that did show up to pick up people. There were other people out there waiting for a cab. He's asking him, clearly changing the subject. He's asking him, oh, what company is she from? He couldn't say Uber. He didn't know. So I'm just like, well, that's weird. Why wouldn't you just say Uber? You know, like in my head, I'm thinking, why wouldn't you just say Uber if she's the Uber bitch? But when my mother was last here, we used her as a cab driver. And she overcharged my mom. Because when we went to the party to the same address, they charged us a decent fare. She want to overcharge us, and I'm trying to figure out why. I didn't mention nothing to her yesterday because I was not going to get mad yesterday. I think he was trying to get me mad with her yesterday, and I'm just like, nah, I'm not giving that to y'all today. I was like eating this big ass cup of yogurt from Yogi in the mall. I had some chocolate sprinkles, some rainbow sprinkles, some what is it called? Sour worms on top. Yeah, like you was not gonna fuck up my vibe at all. I don't care. And she got the nerve to charge him a decent fee. And I'm just like, what the like this bitch don't think I forgot how much she charged my mother. I didn't even say happy Mother's Day to the bitch. It is what it is. You play stupid, I play stupid. But even on our way going to the mall, the fucking driver was a different driver. She was an older lady. And this bitch kind of was speeding a little bit. Like it felt like she was almost swerving a little bit. And I had to I literally was on slow-mo. Like I went like this to the driver's seat. And as I'm sitting in the back, I didn't have my seatbelt on. But I don't know if this bitch did it on purpose, and just based off what she said after the fact, oh, my foot slipped in Spanish. And I'm just looking at her like, see, if I fucking hit her from the back, I'll be wrong. I don't know how to drive, so I can't hit her, because if I knew how to drive, oh, I would have definitely hit her, you know? But I don't know how to drive yet, so I couldn't hit her. And then I'm like, let me not get too upset, because she was like, oh, I scared the baby. And it's funny because I think I heard my baby. And so I didn't want to get too upset. And I'm like, as soon as she said that, I'm like, did she do this shit on purpose? Like, what was that? She's like, oh, she's pregnant, right? Oh, I scared the baby. After she done drove mad, rushed, talking about her foot slipped, I guess off the brake or whatever the fuck. He didn't really say much. And it was just like, what the fuck is that? I said, I'm not gonna get married today. I'm not dying today, so I'm not scared. So she must have felt the way, because when he clearly told her, we're gonna call you back when we leave the mall. She was like, okay, and she charged us a decent amount, and we've been using her because the other bitch want to overcharge. But then as we were leaving the mall, he decides to not call her. He decides to call the one that want to overcharge me and my mother. So I'm just like, why are you annoying me? Because you knew who to call to try to piss me off. But either way, the older bitch already pissed me off. Has she tried to kill us? So I'm just like annoyed. But other than that, we had a great Mother's Day. I told him, I could return the vibes for Father's Day, because it was nice. We went to Crafty Crab, and we couldn't decide what the fuck to eat. And Bay's Latino, so I was suggesting the gumbo they got going on, but he wanted some rice, and I thought they would have some fried rice or some shit like that, but they didn't. Everything was I guess steamed, or just veggies like corn and potatoes, and it's like, well, where's the rice? And we only saw the rice on the gumbo, so I said you should have the gumbo. But then I never had the gumbo, so I don't really want to suggest the gumbo or whatever if I never tasted it. It would have been the same anywhere else. Like if I never tried it, I wouldn't really suggest it. And so we ended up having fried shrimp and French fries, and I tried the crab cakes. He wasn't even interested, but the crab cakes was lit. It was so lit that I think my taste buds tasted cornbread in the fucking crab cake, which made it really taste like a cake. It was good. And he ended up having a shot of tequila, a soda, and I had a soda, and I was like, damn, that shot looked mad good. Hopefully in the future we could go back. I was so annoyed because the waitress overcharged him. When she pulled up with the receipt, it clearly stated that she already charged her tip, but then as we were leaving, he decides to give her cash because he didn't really read the receipt. I didn't really read the receipt either, so it was my bad, but that was annoying because I feel like she should have just been like, oh no, I charged you tip already. But whatever. I said we're not gonna let that ruin our next trip over there, because we already said that we were gonna go back, hopefully for Father's Day or maybe sooner. I was upset they didn't have the crab meat fries, which would have been lit, because I've been craving crab meat sticks, crab sticks. But obviously theirs is real crab meat, so I was annoyed they didn't have that. And after that, I got my ice cream. We went to the store. Then I got my ice cream, and we left. No, we ended up purchasing some perfumes and some cologne. I wanted his and hers type of shit. They didn't have. So it was a nice little vibe, but going there and coming back was annoying. Um, and he didn't even really bring that up when we got home. Like he didn't even bring up the fact that this bitch was almost trying to kill us. Like it's like what the fuck? It's not the first time that I'm in a cab and the cab is swerving or that kind of annoying thing. So I didn't feel any malicious. I felt like she did it on purpose. And we don't know what the fuck went through her head. If that was on purpose, that's just awkward and random. Um, if it was me by myself, I wouldn't have paid her. But because he was paying, that's on him. I wouldn't have paid her. Because how dare you say you scared my baby? So knowing that, why the fuck would I pay you? That's not what the fuck you need to be doing. You need to be driving slow. Stop rushing. Stop being in competition with the next car. But I don't know. Only he would understand his people. And so coming back, I'm just like, is this his friend? Is this an ex-bitch? But he claims that she has a nigga. She sound like she got her nigga. But at the same time, you never know. And I hate when girls be trying to hint off something that's never existed. It's like playing mental games. I don't got time for that. I will really hit you. So I'm just observing every trip that I have with him. I'm observing how he acts. I'm observing how she may act. I'm annoyed by these Ubers anyway because most of them are female drivers, but we have been getting some male drivers, and the male drivers are always cool. They charge decent, extra shit, and it's a better vibe, I guess. What I do like about that weird driver is she's quick. Like if you call her, she's quick to pull up. Except the last couple of times that he's been wanting a cab, she has not pulled up ever since she overcharged my mother. So I thought that was weird, and I thought, well, why would she pull up now? Because it's Mother's Day and she's nosy. You know? Why wouldn't the other bitch pull up? So I was just annoyed by him, and you could clearly tell that he was trying to annoy me, and I don't know why. But like I already sent him a picture of what the fuck is going on with this. So when he comes home today, I hope he has an answer. I'm not gonna argue with him. I'm not really even gonna fuck with him tonight. I'm just gonna, observe him and hope that he puts the shit back. Everything I bring here, everything I've brought here from New York or ended up purchasing while I'm here costs money. And if you wasn't the reason why I was able to purchase this, that, and the third, then don't be the reason something's missing or something's not working or something's not visible. Like stop touching my shit. I don't really touch your shit in that manner. Don't touch my shit in that manner. I don't know why you would anyways. It's just weird. I don't know why. I feel like he feels like he should be because this is his house and if he has a daughter or not or whatever. But it's like I don't get it. Don't bug me out. Don't mentally abuse me and don't make it not make sense when it should make sense. Those are reasons I could leave you. Because you already know my situation and then you playing mental games. It's very annoying. There's no reason to use this right now, but he feels like, well, if you don't use it, then why do you care? It's mine. I purchased it for a fucking reason, and that reason still exists. That's why this is still here. So the on and off button box needs to be back in here, wherever it's at. And things have been going so good that I don't even know when the fuck that even happened. It just so happened I was right there by the closet. And so I said, pick this up. And I picked this up and this shit is missing. So either you're going to change the locks before the baby's born. You're going to change the locks. You're going to put a camera on. You're going to paint my doors. Like a lot of the shit I mentioned to him, he want to drag it. And for what? For what? And all of this, I will let my doctor know while I'm at the hospital. So a lot of this better be taken care of while I'm at the hospital if it's not taken care of before then. He want to call me dramatic or whatever, but that's just how it's going to be. And I'm going to request nurses to be popping up and keeping tabs on me, or they could just watch my channel. And he's going to be sick regardless. So I'm not playing with him. It's a small thing, but it's like, what's the point of you coming at this as if my child already exists and is in walking status and fucking with my things? Like, how dare you put that into existence? You know, like, why the fuck would you be fucking with this and you're a dude? I don't get it.